What's up, everybody? Skylar back. And today we're going to be talking about bad decisions. And what I mean by bad decisions is shit that can get you locked up and put away for a minute. And what I'm referring to is my brother and how he got locked up. First off, I want to explain why he's in the life of crime anyway. And that sums it up with basically he was on drugs. He was on this painkiller called Opana, which is like one of the strongest shit you can get out here anyway. You can get fentanyl and all that bullshit, but Opana is what he was into. So, anyway, so he would go back and forth on this damn pill bender shit. He would go from stealing everybody's shit to trying to get cleaned up. He'd get locked up for like a month or two. He'd go straight for a little bit. Then he started, every time he went to jail, he'd learn new shit and try to get out and pull it off. Like he was going to be better than the next man that just got locked up for it. But, oh well, I guess you learn from your mistakes like he's doing right now. But anyway, my brother is in West Tennessee State Penitentiary facing 14 years at 85%. And I think he just recently got transferred to Bledsoe Holding Facility or whatever it's called. Either way, the charge he got charged with was theft and robbery. Theft up to like $100,000, I think. And then he got hit with robbery because he was I'm about to explain that story. How he got hit with that robbery charge, which kicked everything up to what he got. So anyway, how this whole thing came about is my brother came up with this grand scheme to make some money. So him and a couple of his buddies were talking and was like, pitching ideas. My brother's like, well, we got a car outside and you don't have to have a title, registration, key, anything for a car 12 years or older. So he's like, well, we can call these tow trucks and sell this car for like $300-400, just make quick cash and, go get what they want, whatever. Well, then they start thinking like, well, if they sold that fucking car, they wouldn't have a way to go get the shit. So they was like, well, we got to keep the fucking car. So then it popped up in my brother's head, well, if I go out here and sell this fucking car and take off with the money, and y'all come out here and make them put the car down, boom, we got the car and the fucking money. And from the get-go, when I heard the idea, I was like, what the fuck? Like, hell no. Like I ain't scared to do shit, nothing like that. But damn, fuck all this shit. Like, I had done been through my bad days, my bad times, and I was trying to look forward and do shit right. So when I heard that shit, I was like, nah, man, count me out. I'm not involved no type of way. So they was trying to figure out where to go do it at. So his homeboy had a rental house or something that he wasn't renting at the time. Well, a rental house his dad was renting at the time. I put it that way. That motherfucker was too broke. He ain't renting shit. But other than that, so they go to that rental house and they start calling up every tow truck in fucking Tennessee. So they're like, set up a time. Dude comes out there. My brother goes out there and meets the dude. They write up the bill of sale. They talk. Dude hands him the money. My brother has another dude pick up. Dude hops in the car, takes off. Homeboy comes out of the rental house, is like, nah, motherfucker, that's my shit. You gonna put that shit down? Dude's like, nah, dude. Dude just sold the shit to me for $400, and this is my car. And dude's like, nah, bro, it ain't happening like that. You gonna set my shit down, or you're gonna get fucked up either way. And the people, they ain't just handing out $400 and be like, oh, here you go, buddy. Actually, a lot of them did do that, but because they realized it was going to be a bigger issue bigger than $400 fucking dollars. So, oh yeah, don't forget to hit that like button and comment. Anyway, so he goes outside and tells the guy to sit the shit down. They start getting into it. So immediately I see the tow truck dude swing on dude. Because I was out there. I kind of just told him myself, but oh well. I was out there. The shit's all said and done anyway, so it don't matter. But anyway, I was at the house. So I saw the tow truck dude swing on my brother's buddy. And when I say I didn't want to be involved, that means like I wasn't involved in the actual act. And not only that, it wasn't going to happen in my fucking crib. Fuck that. And people's going to be like, oh, you're incriminating yourself. This shit's done passed, bro. This is years ago. People's done got charged. That shit's over with. So anyway, I wouldn't speak on nothing that would get me fucked up. So anyway, so they start fighting, bro. And I'm not going to lie, that tow truck dude is fucking my brother's dude up. He is running his shit into the fucking dirt. So what do? I feel bad for bro. When I go out there, I yank the tow truck dude off of him. And I separate him. Dude comes at me, thought I was coming at him. So I just scoop him and put him on his ass. I'm like, bro, chill the fuck out. You know, usually I would just tee off on him, but I didn't want to get any more caught up in the fucking bullshit than I was just then. From going out there and pulling dude off a dude. Because you already know he's going to be like, oh, he jumped me, blah, blah, blah. And that's exactly what happened. So, after I fucking broke him up, dude goes to his tow truck, calls the fucking police, and fucking, you know, they're on the way. Well, he had got that car hooked up a little bit, like halfway hooked up. So, dude jumps in his car, because the dude was going to keep trying to load it fucking up, you know, whatever. And, either way. So, he starts trying to load it up even more. Dude throws his car in fucking drive and like tries to peel out of the fucking, it was like one of those T-bar hitches. And it was hooked up to the back. So he was trying to fucking peel out of there, and it was like, it wasn't going nowhere at first, but eventually he got one of the tires out and it hit the ground, and he was able to get traction. So then he was able to pull it fucking, he got it out, almost ripped the fucking dude's hitch off. So then, he takes off through the fucking neighbor's yard, goes around, hits the fucking road, and dude's busting like 150 down the road. I can hear him. And the dude's sitting there going fucking nuts, looking at his truck, telling me, I'm going to pay for this, I'm going to jail. And I'm like, motherfucker, fuck all that shit. Like, dude, I just broke y'all up. I didn't want y'all fighting out here, blah, blah, blah. I don't even live here. I was like, I don't stay here. I was like, I was just walking by, man. So, the cops are on the way with the impression that we just jumped this guy. So, the police pull up, fucking get out with their pistols drawn and shit, make me get on the ground. They don't make this clown do shit. He's just standing there like, oh, thank you, officer, thank you. And I'm sitting there like this fucking bitch. So, they sit there and get me up, put me in handcuffs, pat me down and shit. And I'm trying to explain to him that I don't know what the fuck is going on, that I saw him and some dude out here fucking fighting around and shit. So then he gets my side of the story, you know, and then goes and gets that guy's side of the story. He comes back, shows me a picture of my brother's ID that he just took a picture of. Showed where my brother signed this shit. And then he asked me my name. At this point, he didn't even ask me my name yet. So I told him. And then he was like, well, ain't this just a coincidence that your brother is the man that tried to sell that car to this guy? And I was like, bro, there's no fucking way that was my brother. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I was walking down the road and saw these two guys fighting, and I broke them up. I was like, I have no idea. So, the dude had a dash cam on his fucking truck. And for some reason, he didn't have it recording the whole time him and my brother were doing the transaction. He had it recorded when the guy was trying to take off with the fucking car. So, when he took off with the car, when he started trying to take off with the car, that's when the guy started fucking recording. So, the cops go and they look at the video, and they didn't see my brother on camera, which they still have my brother's picture of his ID and all this shit. Keep in mind, so that's how eventually they ended up catching up with my brother and charging him with his shit. So they sit there and look at me. They're like, well, we ain't got nothing on you. We know you're involved somehow, but we ain't got nothing on you, so you're free to go. They let me go. They get that guy's information. You know, I dip out. I start walking again because I told them I was walking. So I walk like 2 miles down to the nearest store, and that's where I see that dude sitting out, surprisingly. So I jump in the car and dip. But leading up to my brother's arrest, man, I went home. A week or two passed. And next thing you know, I'm in there, just woke up one morning. I look outside and I see one Crown Vic sitting on my driveway. Keep in mind, I know a couple people that drive Crown Vic, so I wasn't thinking nothing of it at the time. So I walk out of my bedroom and I go up to the door. Before I can even reach for the doorknob, boom, they kick the motherfucking door open, tackle my ass, start searching the house immediately for my brother. And they're asking me, where's he at? We know he's here, blah, blah, blah. My brother was there the night before. He had left. So somebody was a snitch and fucking called in and told him my brother was there. So they fucking kicked the door and they're searching everything. They got the laser on my fucking dog. My actual dog, not like my homeboy or nothing, but they had a laser on my dog. And, I love my dog to death, man. That's like a part of my family, so I damn near died for my fucking dog, man. So I was like, bro, you shoot that fucking dog. I was like, you might as well just shoot me next. Because I was like, I'm going to fuck you up if you kill my dog, dude. And he was like, dude, he goes, I don't want to cause no problems with you. You tell me where your brother's at, this and that. I was like, bro, I was like, fuck y'all. I was like, you think even if I did, no? I was like, I'll tell y'all, hell no. So they go in my room, and they see all my pipes, bongs, and shit. They put it all in a bag. And they come out there, and they're like, whose is this? He's like, who lives in this house? And I was like, well, right now, it's me and my father. At that time, it was me and my father. So they're like, well, which one of y'all is going to jail for drug paraphernalia? Keep in mind, it's just, CBD pipes, whatever, smoke CBD out of. So I was like, well, I guess me, motherfucker. I guess take me to jail. And he's like, well, I'll tell you what, I'll do you a solid. And if you tell me where your brother's at, we'll leave you alone. And I was like, bro, I don't know where my fucking brother's at. I was like, how'd y'all even get my address anyway? So the cop starts talking to the other detective or whatever, bounty hunters, whatever the fuck they are. They're blacked out, like full vests, fucking everything, helmets, everything. I don't know who they are. And they were wearing badges, were fucking hanging from a necklace. I don't think they had like guns either. I think they had like guns that like shot rubber balls and shit. So I don't know for sure, but anyway, they start talking to the other detective, and they realized they had another fucking address for my brother. So they was like, well, fuck this shit. They threw my bongs to the side, and they headed up toward the other address. So when they headed up toward the other address, they just threw my bongs and shit to the side on the couch. And I was like, well, hell yeah, I get to keep my shit. So I put it back in my fucking room. I locked the door and I fucking leave. I was going to work that morning too. And I knew the other address where they was going to. So my nosy ass, I got my fucking whip and I headed straight to the other address. And I was going to meet him there to see what the fuck was going on. Because there was a chance my brother could be there. So I went up there just to see if they found him or not, or see if they caught him. And they didn't. He was nowhere there. So they were going through this house like fucking crazy. Looking through everything. And the yard's pretty big. It's not the same place I'm at now, but the yard is just as fucking big. So they're looking everywhere. And, yeah, I'll go ahead and tell you, fuck. It was at the same place I'm at now. Fuck it. I've done told y'all before anyway. I ain't trying to lie anyway, but Some of y'all haters on here, fuck y'all. I know y'all what y'all gonna say. Anyway, so they're looking around this fucking yard, man, and they swear my brother's out here somewhere because it's a big fucking yard. So they call the fucking dogs out there, man. And I wasn't worried at first because my brother, we know that property better than anybody. We know where they won't look and where they will look. So when they called the dogs out there, that's when I got fucking nervous because, the places he was going to go, if the dogs found you, you ain't getting out and you're getting tore to fucking pieces, dude. So it ain't something that you can just go to and be like, fuck it. Once you go there, you're stuck there, and if they found you, they found you. That's pretty much it. But the chances of them finding you ain't good. But with the dogs, it's a hard one to avoid there. Dogs can sniff you out. But anyway, so they call the dogs out there, and they're looking every fucking where, man. They got the dogs going everywhere because my brother's scent is all over that fucking place. So they're everywhere. They're every fucking where, looking every fucking where. The crazy thing is, they still haven't found the fucking hiding spots where my brother could be. And it was fucking wild, man. They looked everywhere except the spots where he could be. So when they finally fucking left, after looking for fucking hours, they was there like 3 or 4 hours looking. They finally fucking left, so I waited like an hour before I even went out there and tried to look for him. So I waited like an hour and made sure nobody was around because, the street I'm on, you can look and see if there's anybody from a fucking half mile up each way. So, I was sitting there looking. I made sure nobody was close, made sure nobody was looking. So I go back there to a couple of the spots. I found my brother. I found my fucking brother back there, and the police couldn't even find him. And they were close to him, too, a couple of times. I was kind of worried, but I wasn't at the same time. Because, his scent's all over the yard anyway. It's going to be iffy. But anyway. So I go back there and I find my brother and I'm like, look, bro, they're gone. We got to get you the fuck out of here because they're probably going to be back. And so he starts coming out. If you keep going back in the backyard about a half mile, you come to an alley. And I told him to go there. I'll go get in the truck. I'll drive around the block a couple times, make sure there's nobody there. I'll pull up the alley and I'll get him and we'll go. Well, I pull around the block like 3 or 4 times, making sure nobody's there. Fucking, trying to make sure it's clear. It's looking clear as fuck, clear as day, man. I don't see no motherfucking body, nobody. So I'm going around the block 3 or 4 times. The 4th time I come around, I hadn't seen nobody. There was nobody there, period. So I see, when I pull up the 4th time and I come back around and I'm going to pull up the alley, I see fucking squads pulling up, fucking going berserk. And I'm just sitting there thinking, my heart's pumping. I'm like, no fucking way, bro. These motherfuckers came out of nowhere. Somebody close to us is snitching. And I had a pretty good idea. I knew who the fuck it was, too. And I know who it was. But anyway, back to the story. They surround him from all fucking angles, dude. And I pull up. They pull up, block me in, pull the pistols on me, tell me to get out the fucking vehicle. They lay me on the ground. But before I got out of the vehicle, I look over in the field, and I see my brother, boom, bolting. And I see a couple cops after him. Now, my brother's fast as fuck. He's a little bit smaller than me. Y'all might think we're slow and shit, but dude, I'm telling you. Like when I played football, like even to this day, I could run like a 5-flat 40. And I know people's gonna be like, bullshit. I'll do a video on that proving that shit too. For all the fucking haters out there. I'll prove y'all wrong real quick. But other than that, they surround him all angles, and I see him taking off, and I see the other fucking cops coming. And I'm sitting there, I know my brother's been in situations like that before and he's got away. But considering they had like 12 cruisers. They had fucking dogs and everything. They hadn't let the dogs go at this point. So I was confident in my brother's running abilities. So I'll show y'all in another video how we got woods leading up. So he hits the creek. He jumps the creek and starts heading up the woods. Which is fine if you're running from just the police. But when you're running from the dogs, man, you ain't running up a fucking hill faster than a dog, bro. I don't care who you are. You ain't going up a hill faster than a fucking German Shepherd. So anyway, he's heading up the hill. I hear him yell, "Let the dogs loose." I'm like, no. I'm like, fuck no, don't let the dogs loose. I'm like, dude, because he's going to get torn apart, bro. Like, because they had like 3 or 4 dogs. And they let them all go. So, he's sitting there running up the hill. I heard him let the dogs go. And the next thing I know, dude, I heard my brother screaming. Screaming with pain, dude. Like, yelling. Begging the damn cops to call the dogs off, man. Motherfuckers wouldn't call the dogs off, bro. They let those dogs attack my brother for like a minute and a half straight, dude. And when I saw my brother come down from that fucking woods, dude, he was bleeding all over, has cuts all over him. And when my brother gets out of prison, man, I'll let y'all hear straight from him how it happened. Because, man, I would love for y'all to hear his side of the story, because I can only fucking imagine. But they had me laid out on the ground. I heard him screaming, dude, and there was nothing I could fucking do. I even got up, and I was, like, going to run toward him, and the cop was like, "I'll shoot you if you get up, or if you go any further," because I was up. I'm surprised he didn't shoot me right then, because I'm a big dude. But the guy was like, "Man, I respect you. You know, that was your brother. You know, and you was going to get up and go help him." And I was like, "Fuck you, bro. You're one of the ones that let it happen." And he's like, "Nah, bro, I didn't let that shit happen." He goes, "That was fucked up." He said, "I was restraining you." He said, "I was just doing my job." He goes, "Those other motherfuckers, they had something against your brother. Because it was the fucking bounty hunters let the dog out, or whoever the fuck they were. It was county that had me on the ground. Because they got county involved. I guess they asked for their help. I don't know. My brother wasn't even that high profile, which is bullshit. So, they was treating him like some fucking murderer. But, anyway. So, yeah. When I got up, they had me in cuffs. They had my brother walking toward us. And I was just, man, I was so enraged, dude. I was so fucking pissed. I mean, you imagine, you know, your brother, you know, somebody you'll die for, even though he's done dumb shit, man. That's my brother, and I love him, and I would die for him, and I'm sure he'd do the same for me. So just imagine that happening to your brother, and you see that shit happening, and there's nothing you can do about it, and then you're up in handcuffs, and you see him walking that way, and he's just looking at you. Like, bro, I'm fucked up, bro. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna pull through this shit. And that was the first time I ever looked my brother in his eyes, and I was worried for his, like, life, because, that dog had him, like, right here by the neck. Dude, a fucking German Shepherd will kill you, dude. I don't care. Those motherfuckers are like lions, bro. But, anyway, man, they took him to jail. And they gave him 14-year sentence at 35%. Including the theft charges plus that bullshit. And I know I've been on here rambling for a minute, and it's a little bit longer video than usual, but shit, man, I had the time, and I wanted to put a video out here for y'all, because I told you I would. All y'all really rocking with me, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Stay loyal, man. I appreciate y'all. I like real people. If you're fake, you want to comment some bullshit, fuck you, get out of here. I don't give a fuck, man. But to all the support.